Hi, Eva. I'm Mykah McMillan, and I am here to talk about a little bit more about your goals. So tell me more about yourself and some goals you have and related to like health and wellness.
Yeah. Well, I was also an athlete in high school, and I used to always be super active, and just with school getting increasingly harder over these past few years and stuff, I tend to not exercise as much as I used to. And something that I also do a lot of is resistance training and stuff. So like I like lifting weights and gaining strength and all that fun stuff. But something I do want to focus more on is like improving my like long distance running, just because it's something that I've never really been good at. And I feel like I need to have a better understanding of how to build that up, because I try and then I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, and so I just stop doing it altogether, when really I need to be having like a mix of different types of modalities of exercise and stuff. So yeah, specifically just like my endurance running and running like long distance running in general, I'd really like to like improve that.
Okay. And what is endurance running or long distance running? What do you consider that to be?
Well, I mean, obviously I can run a mile pretty easily. That's, pretty normal for me. And that's usually what I end up doing is like, okay, I need to run, and then I'll go and I'll run a mile. And when I'm done with my mile, I'm like, I could have kept going instead of, just being like, all right, here's a mile, I'm done. But I mean,
Hmm.
I feel like just in my book, I feel like endurance is technically just like longer than a mile, just because it's usually what I always do. So I like, my goal would be to like run 3 miles with like, you know, not being completely dead, but like not being like, like I would just like to be able to finish 3 miles and feel good and not completely drain my body and be so fatigued and tired the next couple days. To the point, especially like being so tired and my muscles being so sore and stuff, to the point where I wouldn't do it again like the next few days or so. I want to be able to keep a consistent schedule too. So
Okay.
just like, yeah, pretty much anything over like 2 miles, just because I've been so consistent with the 1 mile aspect.
Okay. Awesome. And have you tried, like, where are you in terms of like implementing
Yeah. See,
that?
I'm like in pre-contemplation, I guess you could say. So I like acknowledge that I would like to improve it, and I think about ways to do it, but I don't really implement it. And if that's just like when I do go for my mile run or whatever, then like I'll just try to go for another couple laps, and I don't really like look at my time or look at like the distance I'm covering. I kind of just go until my like I can't really like go anymore, and that's usually only like, another half a mile, maybe even not that long. Just really depends on the day. But I haven't really implemented it that much, besides my roommate. She is a really good like long distance runner, so she kind of motivates me sometimes, but she it's hard for her to explain it to me. So I feel like I need to understand more of like the physiological things that I could improve on to like, implement in my workout routine.
Okay. So by that, do you mean like improving the way that you run or improving like the
Kind of, yeah, because time doesn't really matter for me that much, because, I just want to complete it and just feel good
Mhm.
about myself, really. That's the main goal. But yeah, I feel like just, yeah, basically, yes, what you said.
Okay. Awesome. And do you feel like having someone run with you is motivating for you? Or
Yes.
are you like, no, I hate like I run by myself. I don't like people watching me run.
No, I mean, I used to be very self-conscious about me running. And I don't like to run on the treadmill in the gym. I like being out in the open and like, not focusing on my time that's right in front of me and all that stuff. But yeah, I feel like my roommate, she runs all the time, and like sometimes, I get that extrinsic motivation, because I'm very extrinsically motivated. I
Okay.
struggle with finding motivation like for myself. So yeah, I feel like running with her would definitely help, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood, where I'm like, I know that I can't even run as much as you, so I'm not even going to do it. But I feel like I just need that extra boost of motivation from extrinsic factors to make me get out there and do it.
Okay. Have you found any extrinsic motivating factors that have been efficient for you in the past that have worked really well in the past?
Yeah, mostly just, well, a big influence on me is my coaches. Like when I used to play sports and stuff, like I can tell a huge difference. And I was like, I played 2 sports in high school. So the difference in my coaches of basketball, the difference in my coaches for volleyball, like very, very different. And I was never that motivated in basketball. And that's probably why I stopped playing and I continued playing volleyball. So yeah, I feel like coaches and just like friends and family, like my family is not super, super active, but like my littlest sister is very active. So like we'll, do stuff together and sometimes we'll try to get my family to come as well. But yeah, I just feel like my coaches and like friends are the biggest influence.
Awesome. So what I'm hearing is that you're very much motivated by people and you feel like there's somewhat of a support system and like a similarly minded system, but not a ton. Because you said you have a roommate that's a very good distance runner, but that's really about all that you feel like you have in terms of a support system and people to motivate you behind that.
Yeah.
Am I correct in that?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, I definitely think that maybe reaching out to her a bit more and maybe even seeing if she has like running buddies that she runs with. And I think that taking it little by little. So, like starting with, okay, this week I'm going to run one more lap around the track past a mile. And then like seeing how you feel about that after a week. And then, okay, the next week now I'm going to run 2 laps around the track after my mile. And like maybe like inching it up that way would be a good approach. Just at the beginning. And if you want to like step it up but I think that's a good, like almost holding yourself to that goal of I'm going to do this after each and kind of like bump it up each week. Yeah, I think maybe be a good start. So awesome. Well, I think that I think I have a great understanding of your motivation and where you're at in wanting to do this, and I think that would be a good place to start.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.